Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony radio program. I'm Jim Norton. And in studio we have Nick DiPaolo.
Hi, Jimmy.
We also have Stunt Brain and Daniel, as well as Gregory and Anthony.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Here the Opie and Anthony radio program.
That fine introduction back to the program.
My specialty.
That's the best part of Ted, the ghost hunter, when you use our names, Gregory and
Ted always
Anthony and
proper names.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the studio, Nicholas.
I couldn't agree more.
No, are you agreeing with us or disagreeing?
Oh, I was laughing on the way in here.
We should have got you in a little earlier because that clip is.
No, this was early enough, believe me.
But that's perfect for you. The whole John McCain thing, whatever you want to call it. We should play it one more time just to set it up.
Yeah, I can't get enough of this. I love these bumbling clips where you just can't. I can listen to it 1,000 times, just get all embarrassed.
It just shows you, though, how full of crap all of them are. Like Jimmy said, halfway through, you should have just said, boy, I screwed that up. But they're in such politician mode.
Yep.
They keep, I got to plow through this. No, just go, I'm 72, I'm tired. And Vietnamese guys stabbing my nuts for like 5 years. You know what I mean? Give me a break over here.
They can't have real moments ever. These guys.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right. That's exactly.
Everyone messes up. Oh my God, I didn't mean to say that. You're right. You're just.
You're walking on eggshells and.
Yeah, they've gotten so bad over the years with this. They can't show a human side.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah. Well, they're so afraid that anything they say is going to be picked apart because it is.
That's right.
You got every jackass on the news just picking apart every word you say.
We do. We hang on every word.
Yeah.
I've been going over to this strategy room at Fox. It's a website show. It's great. I mean, it's like the audio personality sitting around a table, and I'm there for a couple hours, and we're analyzing every word, every comma, who would want to put themselves through that?
Yeah.
I mean, do you really?
Where everything is said. In one day, not even a day, it wouldn't take a few minutes. I would be out of contention. I would just be. There's no way he can run for dog catcher. I'd be nothing. Done.
My wife can bring back stuff that I said yesterday or 2 days ago and torture me with it. I can't imagine having every news outlet, just under a microscope.
Every
it's like,
word.
How do they do it?
There'd be somebody, videotaping me in my car and just reading. Look, you could read his lips.
Nancy, he's saying.
Right.
Nancy.
He's accusing someone of being a nitpicker.
I think
a ninny.
Somebody that's driving real slow in front of him. Wow. Something about that.
Yeah, they're a chip.
Let's set this up again. So, Representative Murtha? It says Western PA is a racist area. This is the original clip.
He's a dink, too. I wish
No question, Western Pennsylvania is a racist area. And when I say racist area, I mean older people are hesitant. They slow in seeing change, real change.
And this guy was speaking on Obama's behalf?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then John McCain, obviously, you got to run with this.
Well,
like,
now
I got him. I got him.
So his peeps go to John and go, John, look, we got this clip. This guy's calling Pennsylvania racist. You get up there and you use that. They will cheer for you. And he had him. All he had to do was give the correct answer.
And then he turns into Billy Babbitt from Cuckoo's Nest.
Right. He really was smoother.
I disagree, Mac.
McCain started punching his own genitals as they dragged him away. Who, Billy? Who made you?
Murphy.
Oh, boy.
He did a Billy Buckner. He did a Billy Buckner.
Oh, yeah.
It's the easiest play ever.
A slow roller up the first base line. It's that's behind the bag.
Yeah, and the bases were loaded, though, this time, and everybody scored. They were down by 3.
This is how McCain...
John.
This is how McCain handled the gift.
That's not a brain fart. He crapped his mind.
Yeah.
I don't know a better way to put it.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western.
You hear the confidence, too?
Oh, dude.
Pretty nasty things.
He's like, pretty nasty things, because he knows I got him.
It's
Palm
a
of my hand.
fastball down the middle. I'm going to drill this one.
Palm of my hand.
I think he's winking to the side of him like, I got this. Watch what I do.
Yeah.
Probably get distracted.
There we go.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately. And I I couldn't agree with him more.
You couldn't have said that with more confidence.
Yeah. I couldn't agree. You people are a bunch of douches.
Oh, my God. What if he was...
With
It's
all the
fantastic.
confidence in the world.
Yeah. You know,
I'll handle this.
I'll let you step back. I got it.
Let me show you how a pro works.
And for all the booing that they were doing, there was going to be cheers like crazy
Oh, my
when he
God.
said, and I couldn't disagree with them more. That would have been like, yeah! And he'd stand there smiling.
It was a fastball down the middle, and he popped it up to the catcher.
Trying to make it sound like he didn't screw up, and that's what got him. It's like you just got to
That's
reset.
right.
Everyone says the wrong
Reset
thing.
is
Laugh
right.
about it.
Then he agreed with,
Right.
I think, Hitler at one point.
Yeah,
Yes.
Couldn't agree with Hitler more, and
Right.
Goering, all of them. Goebbels.
And I must had a point.
Yes. Ed Norton. That's what he should have just said. Ed Norton.
You people sound a little taller on radio.
Chef of the future. Chef of the future.
Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately. And you know, I couldn't agree with them more.
Oh,
No.
I couldn't disagree with you.
No.
I couldn't agree with you more than the fact that
Go home,
Western
John.
Pennsylvania is the most patriotic.
What?
The most patriotic.
You think he needed to sit down immediately after that?
Like, oh, God.
I gotta.
Oh, a flashback of a friggin' AK-47 butt going into his face.
Yeah, you're gonna
That's
see it.
exactly what he had.
You know, and it's kind of like a Dr. Bellows thing.
But Major Nelson, I just saw the girl. When I walked in, and then she was gone. Major Nelson, I couldn't agree with you more. Oh, was he always in a tizzy?
a little overacting, Mr. Bellows. Oh, my goodness.
Major Nelson, there was a woman in here. I was sure well, where is she now, Dr. Bellows? But I know she was. I saw, and she disappeared. But
The more confused, the more he took on an English accent. It was weird,
Why they let him keep practicing
yes,
with all those
Dr. Bellows.
Yeah.
It was terrific.
You know,
course.
in all fairness, like a bunch of people on instant feedback were talking about, how Biden misspoke.
Yes, did he ever?
And
Now they
and then
cancel each
McCain
other.
blew it. Yeah.
They canceled
Now they're
each other
even.
out.
Yeah, they really did. They canceled it. They're even now.
What did Biden say? Was he the one who said that about the comment?
No, Biden came out and said, talking about Obama, saying, "Believe me, you." He didn't even realize they were being recorded. I don't know how this is possible. He's talking to a small group that we are going to be tested by somebody in this room militarily. There's going to be a significant international incident. He's, and he goes, and our response might even not be the right one.
Yeah, he's probably going to screw this up, and it's going to be a horror.
Yeah.
That's more crazy than what McCain did. I mean, McCain just screwed up with a brain cramp.
Yeah.
This guy actually thought this out.
I think Biden has what I call political Munchausen. that syndrome when you torture your kids so you get attention to yourself or you make them sick?
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's what I call the political Munchausen. He keeps doing this.
Giving Obama soup with Torino in it.
He's really
I think Biden is secretly working for McCain.
something. That's what my wife said. Or he's
a couple
really
days
pissed.
out, he's going to really say something.
He really thinks he should be the nominee. He's got that kind of ego. I mean, he says the silliest crap, man. I mean, but
And they won't release his brain scans as far as his medical records go. The guy's had a couple aneurysms.
that's right.
They don't want to look. His friggin' brain looks like a retread.
That's right. I forgot about
Biden?
that. Yeah,
got
Biden's had a couple of.
bicycle patches on there.
Yeah. Let's go to Stryker. He's
Yeah,
got
he's
more
had
on
two.
Biden. Stryker.
Striker.
Good morning, boys. Yesterday, Biden was giving two different speeches here in Colorado, and he was mispronouncing names left and right.
The media never does that when it's a Democratic candidate. It's a verbal tick. When you're a Republican, you're a retard. When you're a Democrat, it's a verbal tick or a cute little personality quirk.
That's right. That's right.
Well, tick. The arteries in his
Couldn't
brain
agree
look
with
like
that more.
balloon animals. Let's see some pictures of these things. Jackass.
No, that's what I said about John Kerry. There was one word he would always say wrong, and they would always go, the New York Times called
Yeah, well, I remember that.
I forget what the word was.
Nick,
My
do you-
wife's a bunty would say.
Do you like any of these guys? That's where I'm at with this whole thing. I don't like any of
The
them.
four
All
that are
four.
left?
Don't like
no,
any of them.
No. You know me. I'm, kind of McCain's not Republican enough for me, and we all know how I feel about Obama. And,
Yeah.
No, I just, I say Obama's like a likable. I'd rather have a beer with him than a lot of these guys. I mean, he's like a likable guy, but I'm sorry, he's just not.
Yeah.
He could be a little more seasoned, and I don't like his. He really is kind of a European socialist, in my opinion.
It's amazing.
Hey, my world will be Giuliani with Newt Gingrich as the vice.
Exactly.
Giuliani is this,
Can we fit David Duke in
Attorney
somewhere?
General. No.
Is he running
but
for
that's what people say.
I know. I know.
And that's not.
I get that all the
total
time.
exaggeration.
Just because, silly me. I like my Second Amendment. I like, that's silly me. But Obama seems like a nice enough guy, a likable guy. But the fact is, his policies, I'm sure the French will love this guy.
They do.
He'll be over there all the time.
Germany, they love him.
Germany, all of Europe is just loving this guy because he could be walked all over.
Absolutely.
By this new united Europe until something happens. Till the Germans decide to have a little shindig again. A little fun.
I don't. You're right. Like a nice guy though. I like Obama, but I think he's more radical. I think. And I think he reminds me of one of those black guys that you see that they wear glasses that they don't need to wear just to look professorial.
Yeah.
And I think he's a lot more radical.
Absolutely.
Even though, to be honest, I want him to win, but I still think he's a lot
now.
more
Why,
radical.
Jimmy? Why do you want him to win?
I just want him more than McCain because of I want a younger guy. I want just something different than what we've had.
Even if he's going to go after you, who makes a lot of money, and
the political correctness annoys me,
and it's going to get worse.
Taxes, of course, the taxes annoy me, but I don't want another conservative on the Supreme Court. I mean, that kind of worries me too. I just want to balance that every amount of years.
What happened? Let me tell you something.
Things were okay when
what
was in office.
what happened since Bush appointed? How many did Bush appoint? 3 or 2?
Two. Alito and
what happened during that time that really screwed things up conservatively? I mean, did we? The only thing I could say is I hate his take and the Supreme Court's take on stem cell research. I think take those fetuses, mince them, and make
a
whatever
fetus margarita.
Yeah, exactly. A little salt around the glass. I love it.
Give him to a sushi chef.
Yeah, fetus sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
They know
Have
how
you
to.
had sashimi? Human sashimi?
Right.
Like that, I think is ridiculous. But as far as things like
All in.
Was Roe versus Wade overturned?
It's never gonna be.
I mean,
ever.
those are things where people panic. But you start getting some real liberals on the Supreme Court, and now you're looking at a lot of our constitutional rights being taken
ripped away. They legislate. They don't even interpret. They legislate. I don't know if too many. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't see too many conservative judges. I'm not just talking about Supreme Court wise at any level interpreting the law like they do. The Ninth Court of Appeals in San Francisco. They just do anything they want.
Whatever the hell. Oh my God, are they the? Whatever they want to do over there. Hey, you want to marry a sheep? Go ahead. We'll write it down. It's fine.
Although San Francisco now they're actually looking at making prostitution legal. It won't pass. But
how do you? Why don't you think it'll pass?
Mostly because
in San Francisco,
no, it won't pass.
Don't they have enough AIDS over there?
Even in Berkeley, they're all against it.
You can never have enough, right?
That's what I say.
What
are they? Unbelievable over there, huh?
They should legalize it.
Taking little kids to lesbian weddings and stuff. Good for you. That's terrific.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Wonderful. Good
Beautiful.
job.
Nice effort.
Also, Biden had another mess up there.
A gaffe.
Well, the three.
What do they refer to as hair as my hat?
Joe D from Jersey. What about Biden saying things will change with 3 letters? Yes, JOBS.
Yeah, that was the other one.
That was a good one.
He spells out jobs and says it's 3-letter word.
Yeah.
It's probably the type of hair you get when it's like inside your head is like a sprinkler pipe broke under your lawn.
I'll say hi to Jason in Carolina. Jason, you're on the Opie and Anthony show starring Nick DiPaolo today.
Thank you.
I wanted to relate a story or a conversation I heard in a Walmart the other day.
Yeah.
A lady of color said after Obama was elected, she was going to buy herself a Hummer because he was going to make gas $1 a gallon.
Really?
She right.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people disappointed when Obama's the president.
Did you see that thing? I saw it on Drudge, a picture. It's like a votive candle with Obama on it as like a holy figure with a halo and dressed in some robes and religious garb. Like he is being looked at as the second coming Black Jesus.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like we said before, are going to be very disappointed.
That's how the media sees him.
Oh,
Chris Matthews will be one. Will be disappointed.
Love him. They love him.
The approval rating in the black community is going to be, but that's not good because they're expecting big things that he can't do himself.
This is the time that in history where the social chains will be broken. This is the new Emancipation Proclamation. This is like everyone's expecting these huge things.
What if he doesn't win?
Business as usual.
It'll be like the L.A. riots. I swear to God.
If he doesn't win,
they feel like they're so entitled. I'm not just talking about black people. The whole left feels like they're already talking about like they have this in the bag.
Like it's already won.
And if they don't, they're like spoiled little brats. They're going to go nuts.
I don't see one of them saying that the election was rigged or anything if they lose or any problems with rioting because the election was rigged. Yeah, I don't see that happening at all.
I almost hope he wins. I just want to see who would want the job.
Ugh.
Space Trucker, what's up?
Hi. I have an insight. One, I agree with Jimmy. It's not so much that I'm voting for Obama. I'm voting against McCain. It's the last several elections. I don't vote for anybody. I vote against the other guy.
No, but I'm saying I like Obama. Like he's too socialist for me. There are things about him I don't like. You're not going to.
You don't have to vote.
But no, I can't. I'm not registered in New York anyway. But I'm just saying, theoretically, if I did vote, that's the one I would.
But
want
I'm saying, even if you could vote, if you weren't,
I would go for Obama.
Why? I'm saying, if you don't like either candidate,
I'll tell you what I like about him. I like more about him is he's got a vibe about him like people like him the way they like JFK. Like this, it sounds corny, but this is like this really.
I
nice,
hope it doesn't end the same way.
I certainly hope so too.
They like him not in so much a way they like JFK. They like him like they like Bono. This guy's a rock star. People go out to see him. That's why he draws these huge crowds. Not because there's so many people supporting him, because you want to see a rock star.
Aflac Duck could draw 100,000 in St. Louis. I'm telling you. You put it on TV enough.
I don't want to run
Am I wrong, though? If like a little ugly poodle with two heads was born tomorrow and they kept putting on YouTube, it would get at least 50,000.
I like the fact, by the way, that Obama will talk. I get tired of this policy we have of not talking to Iran, not talking to Syria, because we don't like it.
Yeah, that one doesn't bother me that much. Jimmy,
I don't care if they're radicals or I just want
to. Let me tell you something though. You gotta talk, but you also have to back it up.
Yeah.
With don't step on me now. Don't I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna talk. Right. We're gonna have a dialogue. But the second you start spouting off your crazy Muslim crap. I'm going to have to walk away.
Hey, look, I don't care what they spout off. I would rather Penn and Teller did a great thing about how the way to work all these stupid problems is through trade, because it's hard to attack people who you're trading with and spending money with. That is the best way to do it. I want to have a free trade or whatever with Iran and Syria. Why not? If they're making money off us and we're making money off them, people
but they only have one thing we want, which is their oil.
All right.
And we have nothing they want but a decadent society that can only kill their
they gotta have something else. They gotta have something else besides oil. What's the second thing we want?
Members only jackets?
No, I'm just asking. Iran.
Sand.
What's the second thing we want from Iran?
Everyone knows oil. Lady Bic shavers. They got a ton of them.
Can you look that up? There's got to be the second thing we want or need from Iran besides oil.
I read a story.
Carpets, magic carpets.
Magic flying carpets.
Pointy hats and
shoes that curl.
Yeah. Blood-stained dresses from girls that actually show their ankles. Nice rocks to hit our wives with. They got a ton of stuff over there.
Nice rocks.
That's funny.
Nice rounded off rocks. Yeah. You know they don't cut. They just
really bludgeon someone with them.
They got a ton of stuff.
Well, we could throw a Nike logo on that rock and we would be in business.
A woman's hat with a target on it. It's a wedding gift.
I read a story yesterday about this Iraqi woman. She's 20 years old. Started working on a military base. She couldn't go home at that point, or else the family, they were afraid they would give her one of those where all the men of the family stone her. It's called a something killing.
Honor killing.
Honor killing.
Yeah,
thank you. An honor killing. Very honorable.
Yeah.
She's
not a bad idea.
Working. So she couldn't go home, and a soldier, this Marine, decides he really liked her, thought she was beautiful, marries her.
Oh boy.
Takes her back to some crap hole Kentucky, just the mountain place.
Oh no.
He hurts himself. He can't work. So she ends up working in a strip club Yeah.
The American Dream.
It was just the American Dream all over. But the only thing that gets me to the point where I'm thinking, Obama might not win this was the interviews with neighbors of this family. They never said that she was from Iraq, the Marine or her. And when the neighbors found out, they interviewed some of these neighbors for the story, and she was like, well, I was scared at first. I was scared when I found out she was from Iraq because, those people, they bring the terrorism. And this was her, this is the way she was talking and everything. And I'm reading this going, all right, we still got a shot because that is middle America. That isn't liberal New York, liberal
L.A. Backwards, though. That's backwards America. That's not...
You know what it is, though? That's pull the lever for McCain.
Yeah. That
is backwards. Believe me. That's the other extreme to the liberal, guilty white guy pulling the lever.
Yeah.
But when I hear stuff like that, I think, all right.
You're holding out hope.
We might have this.
You're not going to believe it. So oil. We want the oil from Iran. We found out what the second thing is.
Oh.
We'll let Charlie say it from New York. Charlie.
Paprika?
Pretty close.
Yeah, Iran is the largest producer of pistachio nuts.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Are my pistachio nuts coming from that filthy
Are they
place?
really?
Yes.
Oh, the shells are open, and I'm eating it.
Everyone's coming up with pistachio nuts is the second thing.
They don't use toilet paper.
Now,
that's what I hear.
Are those the pistachio? Yeah, they use their left hand.
Right, that's so they could shake hands with their right. We all heard that.
But you're right.
That's how they pick up the pistachio nuts. It's like when you take your mashed potatoes and put it into your peas. They go, oh.
They just smack their dirty left hand down on the pistachios.
Yes.
And it's the perfect amount for the bag.
I will never eat a pistachio nut again because they don't use toilet paper. And like Ann said, those things are open a little bit.
You like the ones that are open. It's not a battle.
Are those the red ones?
Oh,
that stain your lips and fingers.
Those are the guys that bagged them that had hemorrhoids.
One out of 5 pistachio nuts is really, they take it out of there.
Oh God!
Damn.
It's got a hair on it.
Oh, and I liked pistachio nuts.
All right, we got to take another break.
Jam.
Hey, Jimmy's got a book out. It's called I Hate Your Guts. Yes. And we're trying to get a little attention on Google today. So we're asking everybody to Google bomb I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton.
And you can pre-order it on Amazon. It's actually released November 4th, but on Amazon pre-orders are
it's moving up
You're
the
like
charts,
Newt
Jimmy.
Gingrich here. He's got a book every time I come.
I know.
Nice, right? And nickdip.com. What else, Nick?
Please go November 28th, Tarrytown Music Theater, the night after Thanksgiving. And I'm in Belmore, Long Island this weekend at Brokerage, but November 28th is the big one.
What about the Brokerage? You don't want anyone there?
It's a small space, right. So I don't think it'll be a problem. Right. But November 28th, Tarrytown Music Theater.
And all this is on nickdip.com.
Yes, it is.
Over here first, Opie. Danny. Welcome back to the Old Man.
Oh, Opie, that's not professional. You will not be invited
to
what? The old timers of radio convention. Oh, please. Who wants to go there?
I get tickets.
Yeah, you going? Yeah.
I scalp some. $200. It's in Newark, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Go there. We'll see all those radio message board people going, ooh, guess who I met?
Well, how would you have anything in Newark?
No.
Alan Sniffen actually has a radio on his shoulder that plays his awful theme music.
It's Alan Sniffen.
Is it?
It's Port Reflections.
I
haven't been there in so long to check that out.
No one has been.
Yeah, now all they do is talk about like what alloy the transmitters are made of. It's not even radio related anymore. I was an engineer at one of the towers back in '52. When cares?
Hey, Bobby's back in studio today.
Bob Kelly.
Now we noticed something. We all know by now that Bobby used to be a fat guy for a couple of years.
Bobby was a pig, just a slob, a fat, disgusting mess of a man.
Embarrassment.
We had odds.
Tell me how you really feel, Anthony.
How he got a girl to marry him is beyond me.
I got her before I was fat.
What did she like?
You
ass
did?
sweat?
Yeah,
but you got fat. How'd you keep her?
I only got fat after Torgasm. Before that, I was thin.
What did B.O. turn her on?
She's Puerto Rican.
That's a yes, I guess.
And it's well documented. You're losing the weight. Every time you come in, we're like, wow, Bobby, man. But now it's getting to the point where we think you lost weight since yesterday because you were on yesterday's show. Now we're a little creeped out.
Yes, I am binging and purging after the show.
Are you?
You guys gave me bulimia.
Hit an old gypsy woman with his car and thin.
I die with it on my lips. I never take it off.
How do you know the references to that stupid movie?
That old guy. Wasn't he the guy from Room 222 or something? He was like the principal.
Creepy.
Yeah.
You never see us.
Turn one guy into a lizard.
Oh yeah, lizard boy.
Bobby's playing Wilbur Theater in Boston.
Is this Friday?
This Friday night, one show.
Good.
This Friday, one show. What time is it?
8 o'clock show. Doors open at 7:30, and it's Ticketmaster.com.
See, you could go to the show afterwards. You go out to the diner. You have a Danish.
Go to Dominic's. Get a slice of pizza right across the street, or a she-mail around the corner in Chinatown.
Really? I may pop up to see your program. See your little show.
Who's that?
Go to Jacques.
Wow, Bobby, look how fat you were.
Was I fat?
Wow.
Yeah, you're blocking out the stars on the flag.
That is really...
Right.
Yeah, you're standing in front of America. You're General Fatten.
Samuel.
Do you remember all the good times we used to have?
General Pat used to say the core, the core, the core.
Yeah.
He used to say the s'mores, the s'mores.
But he's look at him. He looks great now, this son of a bitch.
It's not going to get better than that today. Darren R. from Brooklyn. We were talking politics, and Darren just wants his opinion heard. He writes, when you guys start talking about politics, it's like monkeys throwing S. You're not political pundits. You're Joe Sixpack horse S. It's baseless.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't agree with you, did we?
And only does harm to listeners taking you seriously.
Yeah.
Harm?
How many people take
I know how this
seriously,
a-hole-
first of all?
Everyone.
Dummy. What a dummy, because you don't agree with us. My point of view is null and void and shouldn't be broadcast.
Yeah.
Shut it.
That's a Democrat for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Always preaching tolerance and free speech.
Yeah, unless it's something they don't want to hear. Go hug a tree while someone's cutting it down. Oof.
Although I will say that the nastiest emails I've gotten lately, because I'm supporting Obama, have been because I've gotten a lot of nasty ones.
Yeah,
from
Yeah, but that's because your base that you guys play to here is mostly, you know.
Oh, but they've been giving me the proverbial business. You're a guilty white
should.
guy. What? Not guilty. What are you talking about?
Well, you aren't, but most of them are, actually.
True.
It's driving the whole election, actually, and people don't even know it. Not you, no.
I know. I don't.
You know what it
I
is?
should feel guilty. If I had guilt, I'd wear a condom.
Jimmy is a progressive thinker. You're like this progressive thinker, I think, and
He's going to progress himself right out of his paycheck.
Yeah, out of his money. But I think that does you harm in this instance, because I think you want to see something new here. I think it's that you're tired of what you've seen, so you want something new regardless of what it is.
Nothing
No,
wrong
if it
with
was
that.
terrible, I wouldn't. No.
But it is.
I like,
It is
but I
terrible.
like him. I kind of like what he said about Wall Street. I mean,
You're not going to date him. He's going to be your president.
But he did a good Matt Lauer interview. I saw Lauer's a good interviewer, man, and he really will come after you. And
You can vote for him if he runs?
I don't know if Matt's running for anything. Quit starting rumors. What do I know?
Him and Sam Champion on the next ticket.
How did Al Roker? He looks like he has AIDS below the neck. Only.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the fat went to his
I
head.
love it.
He's scarier now that he lost the 200 pounds. It's going to happen to Bob Kelly. Wait, he's going to get those wrinkles.
What wrinkles?
Oh, God.
Like a rhinoceros has under his ball sack.
You can cross your legs, I see there, Bob.
Oh, I can do the old gay cross.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
You don't have to with that hat on.
I have to keep it on because of my. I bumped my head on a weight
Steering wheel?
bench bar.
On what, a vending machine?
Steering wheel. That took a second.
Game is back on.
Would you bump your head?
You ever notice when there's more than like two comics in this room? It's attack mode.
It's a vicious, yeah.
Well, what are we going to do? Talk politics?
Yeah,
People get angry.
I was listening to the show around 15 minutes ago. You guys were talking McCain, and it was actually an intelligent conversation. It's just downhill. Go ahead. Next fat joke.
I just want to know what happened to your head.
Yeah, can we see it?
You know when you're doing the incline bench, you have to hang upside down basically. With your legs?
Go ahead, Jack LaLanne. We know what incline benches.
And
we know what happened.
And then, well, my Mike Babiglia, relax, Nick.
No, you're not as funny as him. Go ahead.
Do you believe that?
No, I love you. You know that. Go ahead, Chubby. Banged your head on what? A sandwich? Let's go.
Oh, Bob, I'm nervous now.
So you're hanging, you're incline,
and you have to swing your head under that bar, that big metal bar, the bench bar.
Yeah.
Smash my head right on the grip part.
Let's see. What do you guys?
Did you?
Scar or scab or something?
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay.
You look like McCain when he was in prison.
I actually looked like McCain a couple of years ago when they removed that lesion off his head.
Yeah, it looks like a big liver spot.
Yeah.
You sure you didn't bang your head on the way into the short jeans store?
Bobby is right. It just turns into a
It's like Apocalypso. You're standing there and spears are just being thrown at you.
Oh, I got such a joke.
It's yeah, spit it out.
I'm not saying it. Not in this day and age.
Now we have someone that has a problem with the fact you said Matt Lauer's a good interviewer. We can't do anything right.
I would love. I let anybody call me and say anything different.
Let's go to Tom and Franklin Square.
When you book to talk to Matt Lauer about your book?
Yeah,
2 weeks from now.
No, not with the Al Roker trashing that's in the book.
Yeah.
That ain't happening. Tom in Franklin Square.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jimmy, I absolutely love you. I go back to Tough Crowd when you said
Thank
John
you
Kerry
very
was
much, Tom. All right, hang up on him.
What a douche. No, Tom, Jimmy, I love you, but Matt Lauer did the softest interview with Hillary Clinton.
I didn't see that.
Softballs at her. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways. Like I said, I'm a Republican, but I do support what you're saying. I understand. I think you're a great guy anyway. You're not a sorry white guy. I don't look at you like that. I think you're hysterical. Everybody has different opinions, but you are going to lose your base audience.
I'll tell you why I liked. Yeah, I don't care. Please, I'll tell you why I like Matt Lauer. The way he went after Tom Cruise. I mean, that was brutal. Like Tom Cruise is not used to anybody questioning him, and he smashed Tom Cruise's face
on his psychiatric drugs.
Yeah, I've seen him do that to enough people where he at least even
any of them Democrats.
Obama, but he didn't smash Obama, but he did really question what he was saying about Wall Street, and he made him give him a really good answer. I liked what he said.
And he's kind of cute.
Yeah, not from the top though. He's got a bald spot.
Dreamy.
Yeah. Hey, Boston, want to say good morning to everybody listening on BCN. Great story coming out of Boston. They're tasering the hell out of everybody up there.
Why? Is that what they do? Well, they didn't have much luck with the beanbag guns. After that girl got her eye taken out and
killed her.
Died. Yeah,
killed her.
Well, her eye came out first, and then she died.
It certainly did. She had to see herself die because the eye still had feeling.
Oh, it's horrible.
You gotta applaud this though. Here in New York, we had 2 cops shot in the subway, right?
Why you got to applaud that?
Why,
no, not bad. You're terrible.
Bad. I'm talking about
vote for Obama. You're praising cops being shot. You're an animal.
Opie Ayers.
Wow, God,
not that.
What are you praising?
I think we should be tasering the hell out of people, left and right.
Well, the guy that shot the cops, he got a little more than a tasering. He got about 4 rounds in him.
Yes, he did, and that's beautiful.
A couple of cops were down in the subway doing one of those plain clothes. Hop the turnstile, bust the guy kind of thing.
When was this?
Overnight. Yesterday, overnight.
I haven't even seen the paper today.
This guy, a fine gentleman, I'm sure, goes to hop the turnstile. A couple of these plainclothes cops go after him. He starts a fight. One of the cops' guns gets loose, and the guy picks it up and shoots both the cops.
Yep.
And runs up the stairs. And, golly, a police lieutenant's up there at the top of the stairs and unloads 4 rounds into him.
Nice Irish kid.
I'm sure, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The cops are going to be okay, thank God.
Yeah. You're going to be okay. Say the words.
But up there in Boston, local cops in Bay State suburbs are zapping suspects with taser jolts at a shocking rate.
I get it.
As the state looks the other way, and even Boston police have shied away from the controversial weapon.
What's the It's called less lethal.
Right.
This is what you're doing instead of shooting people.
And they're already complaining.
Christ.
They're already complaining. The Amnesty International. They don't all these.
So the Amnesty International.
They don't want us to
torture.
Well, that's what this is about. Yes.
Eventually, we're not even going to. We're not going to be able to use the electric chair. They're going to have a guy in his socks walk across the shag rug and touch a light switch.
All right, bring the cotton ball gun.
Yeah,
we'll show him.
I mean,
we know a little something about Boston, and if they're saying Boston police have shied away. The Boston police don't want to be shying away from the taser.
No, they love.
They've been
the taser.
forced to put that thing down. In 2007 alone, the weapons were fired at least 200 times in 30 towns.
That's 200 times someone wasn't shot. What
a lot of these kids want to feel it.
Win. Yeah,
you see, because they demonstrate all the time. Cops demonstrate on each other.
Yes.
You can put it on YouTube. They shoot each other at parties and stuff.
Parties, yeah.
I'm guarantee a bunch of these kids want to go really see what it feels like.
Let me see what that feels like. I'm just going to hold this until the cops show up. And it's unbelievable to me what they expect these cops to do when somebody is resisting arrest. Someone's holding a weapon. Someone's threatening someone else. What the hell do they want him to do? First, they never want him in their neighborhood in the first place. Yeah. Stay out. We don't want. And then they bitch when they don't come in and fight the crime. And then whatever they use to fight the crime with, there's a problem. It's beyond me. Cops, they should just sit in their cars.
And this is the part.
And not do anything.
Next year, it's going to be super soakers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the water is very chilly and I got a cold.
You're going to ruin my pants.
This is the part that's going to enrage a lot of people. The stunning rise in taser use has drawn the fire of the local Amnesty International chapter, like you said, which says tasers were supposed to be a non-lethal alternative to gunfire.
It is.
Now it seems clear that police departments are using tasers not as an alternative to lethal force, but to get compliance.
Good. Right? Yes. Good. This country needs a giant laser. We do. We're a society of a-holes. Seriously. Your dad didn't slap you. He gave you a timeout instead.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
You got to bring back the spanking. That's absolutely right.
I could just about guarantee, 99.9% guarantee, I am not going to be tasered by a police officer.
And why is that?
Because if anyone deserved it, it's me.
You're going to pull out your PBA cards, the thousands of them you have.
You know what? Yes.
Deal them out like poker.
I am very cordial to the police when they approach me for anything. I give them respect. I don't mouth off, and I carry on a dialogue like a human being with the person. And sometimes they can be nasty. I'm not saying all cops are great guys. They step up to you. Sometimes they get a nasty one. You're not going to win the battle with a cop on nastiness. You don't turn around and tell him to go F himself when he's, calling you an ass for the way you're driving. And believe me, that happens a lot to me. Mm-hmm. I get pulled over probably, what did I say, 2 or 3 times a month?
It's averaging twice a month.
Yeah, I get pulled over. And the thing to do, like I said, I got pulled over once in Ohio. And I'm in a rental car. It's pitch black on the road. So the lights come on because I'm speeding. I usually do. And I put on my hazards and put my hand out the window like, okay, I understand you're pulling me over. Slow down. But I waited till I got to a parking lot with a big light and, pizza place or something like that so the cop can feel more relaxed. You turn your dome light on.
That's right. Put your hands on the wheel.
Put your both hands on the wheel, window down. And when they come up, then they're more relaxed. And they're not in this frame of mind where, all right, I gotta, get this guy or something. You relax the officer.
I guess I did, because I got pulled over recently.
Yeah.
I shut the dome light. I put my feet out the window, and I held onto my cell phone. The light was hitting it. It was reflecting.
Yeah, that's what you do.
You started digging in the glove box.
I like grabbing my wallet and holding it with 2 fingers wrapped around it. My license. I leave a 50 hanging out and say, "Can't we take care of it right here in Brainerd?"
Talcum powder on my chest.
You can't hold your wallet like that. It looks like a gun.
Oh, literal Jim.
They're saying since 2001, 320 people have died after being tased.
Yeah, those are people with like cholesterol problems and heart problems.
Yeah. You tase them in the eyeballs or something.
But the guys that died really are like obese.
Yeah. There's always a problem when they're sitting on them or something.
We found like a waffle caught in his heart valve. He got like a dozen hard-boiled eggs in his heart chamber. How many goes to tase it and kill him?
Waffle. Hey, Kevin from Connecticut, he's got a good one. I recently heard a Boston cop say, "Stop or I'll tickle you." Yeah. It's going to get down to that eventually.
Boston cops is still old school. But like in the late 80s, now this is already 20 years old, this story, but I got pulled over leaving a nightclub with my buddy. Yeah. And The cop's on his side. He was driving my buddy, and I made some crack under my breath.
Oh, geez.
Big Irish face. It looked like the guy from The Godfather, too grouchy for my job. McCluskey.
McCluskey.
He had a face just like that. He's like a 65 Irish. He sticks his head in the window. He goes to me, "What did you say, Guinea?" This is 1989. What did you say, Guinea?
All right, hold him.
Oh, my God.
Cracks you in the jaw. You got to go to Sicily.
My buddy's like, he's a war hero. He's clean.
I thought I got rid of all you guinea grease. What do you call them? All you grease balls or something.
That's what he said, though.
Oh, wow.
All you guinea hoods locked up.
Yeah, I'm locked up.
He had a head like a pit bull. It filled the whole window. I was never so scared in my life.
Did you repeat what you said?
No. I almost crapped my pants. I went, nothing.
Oh, that is great.
And I was blind, drunk as a skunk. Oh, my. And he had that McCluskey face, man. He had been on the force forever.
That's funny.
Should have rolled the window up in his face.
Oh, damn. See a nightstick come through there real quick. Lickety split.
Take a height, flat foot.
Yeah.
He's a good kid.
Beat it.
Getting too old. Too grouchy for my job.
Yeah.
This is a good
How's the
place.
Italian food in this place?
Yeah, right.
Pretty good, since it's an Italian restaurant, stupid.
Watch the sauce come out of your neck.
Where are you going to get shepherd's pie?
There it is. The old Irish sauce dispenser is over there. If any of you need a little more gravy for your pasta. It's coming out of McCluskey's throat.
I love McCluskey's face as he's sinking down after being shot.
Yeah, he just
some good
can't,
acting,
he can't believe it, is what it is.
Can't.
He's looking like, I frisked him.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's what he's going through his head right before that
Like when he
last
grabbed
bullet.
his throat, he's like trying to unbutton it.
Yeah, like it was trying to
unbutton his shirt to get the bullet out of his Adam's apple. Oh, that stung. He's like,
oh, how did he get that?
This is a good place to break. Yeah, I agree, Stump Ray. We got to take a quick break here. Bob Kelly, Wilbur Theater Friday. Let's get the tickets for Bobby up there in Boston, please.
Yeah.
And nickdip.com, the big show that you're promoting, Nick.
Tarrytown Music Theater, November 28th.
All right. And also, we're Googling the hell out of I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton. So keep that going for Jimmy and his book that's moving up the
He's
Amazon
got enough
charts.
money, that kid.
Go to Amazon. Never enough for old Jimbo.
It's all right.
Amazon.com pre-order.
Look at the price of the book, and then just know that half of it is going to go to Obama. Jimmy.
Oh,
just know that half of whatever you get from that is going to go to your buddy there that you want to elect.
Well, maybe a quarter of it, because at Amazon.com right now it's $8 off.
Well, okay.
Where do those savings go?
That's a bargain, then. Okay.
It sure is. It's a bargain in any town.
Get us out of here, Danny. Opie and Anthony, full house today.
Just talking about some horrific things.
Yeah.
What?
Like injuries. Apparently, Colin hurt himself.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Wasn't he in here a few days ago?
I didn't think he
hurt his finger, right?
He reached into his trash for something. There was a broken glass in there. Just nice 10 stitches on his knuckle.
But it's the knuckle that he bites when he gets angry. You know that. I'm Quinn.
The flesh was probably already weakened from him chewing on it.
Too bad he didn't reach in with his teeth. That would have been a better story.
And then I was telling the guys I reached in. I didn't reach in. I was pushing a garbage bag down into the garbage pail.
Yeah, that's
and a tuna can lid was in there and just sliced right through my ring finger. And the feeling of that was, I still remember it. It's like a war injury. I remember when it happened.
What year was that?
God damn! Before radio.
You should have taken the hint. They were trying to take your ring finger off so you wouldn't get married.
Oh, well, no, it was after marriage.
Now you got a bloody finger. It smells like tuna. It's like a bad prom date.
NickDip.com. Nick DiPaolo in studio.
When I was a boy, I was telling them I saw one of the worst things I've ever seen is I was at my friend Billy's house, and he had eye trouble. One of his eyes, he had a cornea implant. It was brand new. It was like 118 micro stitches that put a brand new cornea on, and we were making noise, drinking. And he had, I think, a Korean or a neighbor upstairs, and she came down, and she went to scold him, and I was watching from the side, and she went to point for emphasis, and her fingernail sliced his cornea.
Big manicured fingernail.
Wow.
What are the odds?
Maybe it was some kind of like kung fu move.
Yeah. She just got done fighting Bruce Lee.
It's the big cornea slice move.
I saw this from the side. I saw liquid go. It was like
No
his
way.
eyes spit liquid,
Oh.
and his cornea. He goes, "Oh, how bad is it?" And it was
How bad is
well,
it?
as opposed to good.
How bad is
It was like
Never want to hear how bad
it was like a contact lens hanging off.
But it was his cornea.
He's blind in that eye now. He lost his eyesight.
Did he,
Wow.
Did he
Blind.
sue that nip?
They couldn't have put it back. Jesus.
Jimmy,
There was a lawsuit.
that-
is he a good friend of
Can't say
yours?
that, can you?
No, there was a
Forgot where I
lawsuit.
was.
That's not why would we be able
I forgot. That woman?
There was a lawsuit, but they had nothing. She married some. It was an American husband, and there was just no money, so they won nothing. So he had to.
Now he's got a patch.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's terrible.
Wow. That helps you get laid.
How bad is it? Oof. The answer's never going to be good if you have to ask that.
Yeah, his father had to drive him to the hospital in New York, like laying on his back, just to hold the thing on his eye.
First thing I ever saw was that kid, that nine-year-old kid, get shot. That was something out in the middle of the desert. His father was.
What? You saw it?
Oh, yeah.
Story?
Oh, we used to go out to the Mojave Desert with my father was out of his mind, and we all used to go out and camp at this silver mine, this old abandoned silver mine in the Mojave Desert. It was like 50 miles off the highway, and the highway was in the middle of nowhere. It was between like Needles and Kingston, Arizona, or something. It was in the middle of nowhere.
No sunblock.
Yeah, it was just nothing. And we took guns and doom buggies, and just and we were kids, and just here, go ahead, here are the keys, take it out, shoot stuff. We're just driving around the desert shooting things. It was insanity. And this guy Juan Reyes, he went out and he had this old 6-shooter that you used to have to quarter cock to move the cylinder. So he quarter cocks it, loads it, shuts the gate, lifts it up, and the quarter cock hit one of the bullets. And his son, 9-year-old son, standing right in front of him, hit him right in the shoulder, the left shoulder, and out his shoulder blade. But I thought it was a heart shot. It looked exactly like, and then blood came out in a tube. It looked like a clear tube was stuck in, and blood was pumping out through it. It was that round. And he just went like, he turned white, went, and boom, fell on the ground. And I'm just like, holy Jesus. I just watched one of my friends get killed. And they had to throw him in the truck, in one of the pickup trucks, and drive him to the hospital in like Arizona was the closest thing. It was maybe a couple of 100 miles away, and packed in ice and all kinds of shirts and everything on there. And they left all of us there. All the adults went, so they left the kids there. And then the cops showed up because of the gunshot. So they had to investigate, and they showed up with their guns drawn, like thinking the Manson family is out there. And it's a bunch of us kids all armed, and the cops are asking questions like, "What are you doing out here?"
It's like Road Warrior.
It was like the
Throwing
Road
a
Warrior.
boomerang and catching it, and your fingers get lopped off.
It was crazy. I'm doing shots of tequila. And I was probably 14. Yes, I was 6 years old.
Nice boy, shot in the shoulder.
Shot in the shoulder. Yeah, it was just doing shots of tequila, drinking, driving doom buggies, and
The kid
shooting
made
things. Yeah, he made it. He had to wear an arm brace, and he had a cool scar from the front and the back. Went right through, a clean shot.
It's funny, your childhood is just not.
Oh, it's chock full of
I just see you as a
unbelievable
hump in
stuff.
Long Island in a above ground pool.
I should have.
Big Italian family.
It was going out to California that kind of changed me a little bit. When I was living in New York and growing up, I was the mama's boy. I was always, when I was telling, I was crying all the time. I was a big baby kid, just meh. And I was a little mommy's boy, and I'd stay home and build models of dinosaurs and spaceships and things like that. And then when I went out to California, I saw this whole new way of life. It was called getting laid. My brother was out there, so smoking weed. Shooting stuff, drinking, riding horses.
You could have done that in Levittown.
yeah, exactly.
When Anthony went to California, that's when you said to your liver, "Put up your Duke."
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
And I can see that incident really scared you away from guns. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I can't get enough of them. I love them. It was absolutely the most unsafe thing that could have been done. When you have one of these old 6-shooters, you're supposed to leave one of the chambers empty so that because the firing pin is on the hammer itself. So the hammer falls, it's going it's going to hit the primer.
Yeah, that's the one you want to be playing around kids with.
Yeah, around kids.
You look at it wrong and it goes up.
It goes off, exactly. Now there's a lot of safety devices in the guns that keep the firing pin separate from the hammer until the trigger's pulled, or you're holding something on the grip. There a lot of safeties in place, but
amazing.
It was quite a weekend.
I almost died.
Quite a childhood. Yeah.
We're having a rock fight, me and Robbie Sear.
Jesus. The old rock fight.
Yeah, he had a left arm. He could throw like 100 miles an hour.
Oh, God.
So we're whipping rocks at each other, right? I'm across the street. He's on his porch. I'm on a picnic table across the street in Johnny Desmaris's yard. So he runs out of rocks, so he goes in his house, comes out with a bow and arrow, a real one. Right?
Is he insane?
He puts the arrow in the thing. I'm like, a kid. I'm like, he'll never hit me from here. He pulls the thing back. Then he decides this could be dangerous. Takes the tip off, the metal tip, puts it back on, proceeds to shoot, hits me right in the throat. I think about this today. I get chills up my.
Yes.
It would have went right through me and killed me instantly.
You'd have been dead.
I caught the thing like this with my fists, but it still cut my throat.
Of course it did. It's like a pencil now.
But
being
can you
shot at
imagine if you caught it? Yeah, with my fist, I pinned it against my throat. Can you imagine if you didn't take the tip? Yeah. If you didn't take the tip off,
you'd have been so dead.
Like William Tell, right through my.
You'd have been dead.
I keep thinking about that to this day. It freaks me out. I mean,
wow.
Perfect.
That is something.
Right across the street.
Would you die from a shot like that? I guess.
Hell yeah! And
if it hits the artery,
arrow to the
dead.
throat.
Probably.
I just talk like Colin. I'm Nick DiPaolo.
This guy used to know.
Be in Terrytown this
This
weekend.
guy actually still know him. This guy Randy used to. He talked about how he was playing with a bunch of his friends outside, and they would play with bow and arrow. What they would do is take it and point it straight up.
Oh, like on The Sopranos.
And then no one would know where it's coming down, so they'd all panic and go, "Holy Jesus!" And then it would hit in the lawn next to someone, and they'd all laugh. So they were doing this for a while, and one kid does it, and there's a woman gardening across the street. She's on her knees, bent over, doing some gardening. They don't know where the arrow is. All of a sudden they hear, "Ah!" And it went right through the middle of her calf and stuck into the ground. And she's screaming. So they all just run for their life. They ran away. They just no one helped.
Were they looking for an Indian in the neighborhood?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, looking for an Indian.
Oh, you should have used the stake to get a tomato plant going.
Who gets shot by
an arrow? Imagine you're just gardening and you get hit with an arrow.
Do you remember that episode on The Sopranos? Ralph Cifaretto's kid?
Yeah.
And they had a box with a target drawn on it, and it goes right through the.
Yeah. What happened, honey? Someone shot me with an arrow.
When I was a kid, me and my buddy were in the back. We were throwing rocks at this shed, and we hit the window and broke it. And neither one of us wanted to take responsibility.
Of course. That's your story.
Oh my God. Who was that?
Sticking to it.
Who was that?
We have these life-threatening stories, and
Who was that? Boring.
he's got an episode from the Brady Bunch story.
Wow. Hey, I want to know the Brady Bunch story. Would have been, look, Dad got shot in the hiney with what looks like an arrow with two things.
Starts with the same letter.
Yeah. I actually got a
arrow has juice in it.
I got a hole in my head from kicking. There was like a 4-foot icicle hanging off the gutter, and I walked over. My sister goes, "Get me that icicle." So I went over and kicked the gutter, but I was standing right underneath it.
Brilliant!
The 4-foot, this huge icicle came straight down, hit me on my head, and almost killed me. I had a hole in my head. You could see like the gook. The gook coming out of it.
The what? Pudding?
All the brains.
That's great. Yes. Did she say, "Hey, Frosty, can you get me that?"
The brains leaked out. And they were going to put them back in the head, but a mosquito landed and sucked them up quickly and flew away.
Are you saying that I have no brains?
No, I'm saying you had one, but a mosquito.
No, your hat is saying that.
Hey, I want to sneak this story in before we get out of here because we got the perfect group for this one.
Parents in Germany are welcoming a very rare set of twins. Baby Leo has dark skin like his mother, while brother Ryan has lighter skin like his father. Their mother is West African and their dad is German. The boys are fraternal and not identical twins.
No.
Doctors say that the odds of giving birth to twins of a different color is 1 in 1 million. Both babies are said to be in good health.
They were very careful with that.
School.
It was one black and one white. Why can't they just say that?
Because she said one of darker skin.
Darker skin coloring. Am I going to get fired
White
for saying
people are
this?
afraid of the word black.
Wow, that isn't even like close either.
Look at that.
I'm looking. Wow.
What the?
That is something.
Looks like All in the Family met the Jeffersons.
The white one isn't really completely white.
Maybe this is some type of omen.
No, that's not the white one. That's the black one. That white one's white.
That's exactly what.
White one is
that's white.
Almost white.
Yeah, it's very tan.
Sad part is that both the parents are Asian.
I'll bet you the lighter one got there earlier.
Oh.
Jimmy Norton.
Oh, no. Black people are late. Yes.
Well, you said that.
One's up all the time and the other one just sleeps. I never said which is which. Babies do that. Twins, I've known people with twins. One's usually a handful.
One keeps stealing the other one's food.
All right. Now,
Bobby,
Bobby, why do you have to just go over the line?
Can I say
that
this?
Words hurt.
Words hurt.
Yeah, I was offended by that whole segment.
Yeah, so was I.
Now everybody knows Nick. Now everybody knows it was a joke when Nick said, "I was offended by it."
How do you babysit one twin?
How do you what?
How do you babysit one twin? That's an old joke.
You got it.
Which you're not getting the punchline from.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. What did one twin say to the other one? Guilty. I don't know if that works. What does one twin say to the other one? Will the defendant please rise?
Oh, this is
yes. This is very bad.
That's just terrible.
Steer clear. Steer clear of this, people. Steer clear. It's in Germany, huh?
One of them starts reading 8th grade.
Hey?
You tell me which one. I didn't say anything.
You tell me. I know, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what the educational system is in Berlin.
One's a Republican, one's a Democrat.
Right. Oh, let's listen to the silence.
Habu.
Wow.
Habu.
That's great.
Bunch of people just cancel their tickets at the Wilbur Theater.
Don't say that. I really need them to show up. It's a recession, Nick. Relax.
You'll probably do a good walk-up. It's this Friday at the Wilbur. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Of course. Barb Kelly.
Yeah, don't walk
Come on,
up.
Boston.
No.
Go see Bobby. Friday, Wilbur Theater. We should get out of here.
Yeah.
No way.
We did enough damage for one day.
This little coffee clutch going on.
Yip.
10 best dressed women of the week.
Yeah, important stuff, you know?
Style.
Al Qaeda's planning our death, and they're talking about shoes.
Yeah. We're doomed.
NickDip.com and Nick DiPaolo's promoting
Tarrytown Music Theater, November 28th, the night after Thanksgiving, and this weekend, the Brokerage.
Out there on Long Island.
So.
And Jimmy, come on, let's get people pre-ordering, right?
Yeah, the book, it's a little book called I Hate Your Guts, and you can get it on a little website called Amazon.com, and you can do a little thing called pre-order, and you save yourself a few bucks.
And do us a favor, Google I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton. We're Google bombing. It's number one? Oh, dude, the fans are helping you out today, Jimmy.
Thank you, guys.
Well, keep it going. Don't let anyone beat
Look at that. There it is, right up at the top. I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton. Keep Googling that today.
And
good for you.
That's huge promotion for your book, Jimmy.
Thank you, guys. I've sent Imus and the crew over there books, so you can finally get the title right. It gives.
What's it called? I Don't Like You.
Yeah, I'm not quite up to par.
5 minutes past the hour.
Jimmy, this is perfect, too, because when they click on I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton, it goes right to pre-order Jim Norton's book, so it's perfect. So for the faithful listeners, just keep Googling I Hate Your Guts, Jim Norton.